Yeah.
All right, welcome, Rin. Firstly, I would like to ask for your consent that I share this video with publicly with other people so that they can see how we carry out our evaluations and discuss the evaluations with the clients. Do you consent to that?
I do consent to that.
Thank you. And I would also want to explain or make it clear or provide a disclaimer that I am not practicing as a U.S. attorney. Therefore,
Mhm.
this evaluation report should not be misconstrued for provision of legal services or legal advice, um, but it's a strategy that has been developed to ensure that I guide you with your immigration matters um, as a non-practicing attorney or as a as an individual who is not practicing as an attorney in the US, right? Even though I am going through my law school to obtain my licensure. All right. Is that clear?
Okay. Clear.
Okay. So Rin, I carried out an evaluation for you, and you are from a supply chain background, having 5+ experience in supply chain. Now, the most important issue when it comes to the EB2 NIW is understanding that you must have an endeavor which is of a national interest.
Mm.
And we should be able to prove that your endeavor is of a national interest when we draft your cover letter.
Mm-hmm.
Failure to prove that the USCIS will not even have motivation to look at the other two prongs, excuse me. So there are three prongs that the USCIS looks at. Number one, that the endeavor is of a national interest, right? Number two is that you should be in a position to carry out your endeavor. And number three is that um, it is advantageous to the United States to waive the requirement of the labor certification, right? Which is why this is a national interest waiver. It's one of the visas that is self-petitioned, which means you are doing it on your own without an employer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, your endeavor, right? I titled it Workforce Pipeline and Trade Compliance Operations Playbooks for Resilient U.S. Nonprofits and Supply Chain Employers, right? So we are choosing industries that are pivotal to the US economy, nonprofits and supply chain. These are very pivotal industries, right? So
Okay.
we may potentially look at the GDP that these provide or these contribute, uh, you know, to ensure or how much they contribute towards the US GDP to substantiate that they are pivotal industries within the United States. Now, there's also a lot of data, statistics, statements from key US persons, as well as press releases that I will also include in your cover letter, right, to justify that your endeavor is of a national interest.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, the second part. which is prong number 2, is what you now do. Now, I would need you to understand that you are to apply or you are to petition as an advanced degree individual. That's the route that we're taking. But even though you are an advanced degree route individual, we also want to satisfy a list of criteria that is of the exceptional ability. Now, there's no rule to this, but I
Mm-hmm.
normally just advise that it is best that you satisfy both the advanced degree, which only requires a master's degree that you are working on, that you've completed, I mean, and then you also satisfy a list of criteria under the exceptional ability. Number one, you have work experience. Now, to substantiate your work experience, you need evidence. And now the evidence comes in form of recommendation letters from past employers, um, academias, right? And other independent experts whom you may know. And therefore, I would need you to um, have recommendation letters. I can give you a template. Now, the recommendation letters should speak to the 3 prongs.
Mm-hmm.
And how do the recommendation letters speak to the 3 prongs? Your recommenders should be able to draft the recommendation in such a way that they emphasize that your experience or your endeavor is of a national interest,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or you will serve in industries that are of a national interest. And secondly, your work experience based on how they have worked with you, including your professors, how they see you, your value, your determination, your grit, um, your hard work, right? And your work ethic can be very important in as much as prong 2 is concerned.
Okay.
Right. Another issue is you and I, with other people, are also going to co-author, right, articles. We're going to author article to author articles, right? And these articles, I have listed 2 scholarly articles, right, that are aligned to your endeavor. Remember, your articles must be aligned to your endeavor, right? So the first article, I gave it the title of Reducing Onboarding Friction in US Nonprofits, a process-based playbook model for faster time to productivity and improved retention,
Okay.
right? Does that sound like something that is within your space?
Yeah. Yes.
Then the second paper is Operational Resilience at the HR Supply Chain Interface, integrating talent pipeline management and compliance documentation to reduce organizational disruption. Right?
Okay.
Does this sound right?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Now you already, so we speak of work experience, we speak of articles, then we also speak of professional membership or membership with professional associations. Now, you already are a member of the Society for Human Resource Management,
Yes.
right?
Mm.
Um, then you're also a member, then,
Yeah, I'm a member as a student.
yeah, you're a student member, that's fine, right?
Mm.
then you can improve that membership or to a professional membership, right?
Yeah.
Then there's the Association for Supply Chain Management, right? You may consider this as well. Then there's
Sorry.
sorry,
Supply management. Can you please come again on the Association of Supply Management?
Association for Supply Chain Management.
No, I'm not part
Yeah,
of that.
that's what I'm saying, that you can consider these ones also.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, but they are in your report, right? There's also Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals. Then you may consider the PMI, right? Having membership with PMI, right? Now, there's professional associations or membership with professional associations, and then there is certification. Like, for instance, if you are a member of the PMI, which is the Project Management Institute, right? You may go further to obtain certification with PMP, which is professional, project management, uh, project management professional. That's the certification. But you will already be a member with PMI. Then you go further to get certified as a PMP.
Okay.
This is a good option for you, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you would see that it's on the list of the recommended certifications that I listed in your report.
Okay.
Right. So with papers, with which is scholarly articles, with professional membership, with
Mm-hmm.
certification, with your work experience,
Mm-hmm.
right? With attending conferences, conference attendance, that
Mm-hmm.
should help your um, petition to show that
And
you are willing to go an extra mile to obtain more experience and exposure within the industry, as well as leveraging on your work experience through the recommendation letters, that would also help you.
okay.
Right. Now, you can read further to understand, but that's basically what we were discussing here, right? I'm not sure if you have any questions which I can address.
Okay. So you mentioned like you said attending workshops. So any workshop that I had that are related to my, to my program, to my work experience, like networking events or something like that.
Yes, that
This
helps.
is
Those help.
information I write in my petition.
Yes, you will send me that evidence, and I will include um, that evidence in your cover letter. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay. And oh yeah. Okay, so in looking at my resume from your experience, are there any chances of surviving in this position?
right. Thank you. That's a very good question. The minimum requirement for the EB2 NIW advanced degree petition is having possession of an advanced degree.
Mm-hmm.
You have it.
Okay.
So, what will then set you apart
Mm-hmm.
is having satisfied the legal framework both the statutory and the case law requirements that govern the EB2 NIW. You need to prove to USCIS that you satisfy the three prongs and you satisfy the statutory requirements. Now, so what are the statutory requirements? The statutory requirements is that you must have an advanced degree, which you do have, right? Now, using the exceptional ability as an alternative route, having the list of criteria that we are to meet based on what I've suggested to you, you also meet the criteria. And now the second thing will now be satisfying the case law, the Danasa framework, the Danasa three prongs. Is your endeavor of a national interest? How do you justify that your endeavor is of a national interest? You justify that your endeavor is of a national interest by providing data, by providing statistics, by providing statements that justify that your endeavor is of a national interest. Press releases and whatever form of evidence that you can gather assists your case. Then you would have satisfied prong number one. With prong number two, it now goes on to the provision of evidence that you are positioned or you are in a position to actually propel your endeavor. All right? You have an advanced degree, you have work experience, you are a member in a professional association or several professional associations aligned to your endeavor. You are a chartered or certified individual with a licensure in that area. And that would be the evidence. You also have evidence of your work experience and the contributions that you've done within the industry, both academic and professionally. That is why I normally recommend you to have the scholarly articles as well as attending these functions. And then the last prong is a justification of a waiver, showing that the US needs to waive the requirement of a labor certification by bringing you to the labor market as soon as yesterday. So now it collectively takes from both prong one and prong two and sums that up and argues your case accordingly.
Okay.
Right. So that is where I come in, trying to prove all this with the evidence that you give me. We do not fabricate any evidence. We use what you have. I'm not sure if you're answered.
Yeah, so does voluntary activity also add up to this?
Thank you. So the fact that you volunteered shows the passion and drive within the industry. So yes, that helps a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that I didn't have time to. I'll go through the report, and then after reading the report, maybe I'll have more questions to ask you.
That's perfectly fine. Well, any other question? You said you will ask me from the inbox. That's perfectly fine. Thank you so much, Reen, for today. All right, you said you have another question.
Yes, I want to know what are the most important things that I'm supposed to focus on, like the
Okay.
deliverables I'm supposed to make.
Okay, so we are working on the scholarly articles together, right? And the second thing is the membership in associations, right? Professional memberships, as well as certifications, right? And attending conferences, exhibitions, and all those kind of things that are related to your endeavor and your line of work. Those are the most important things that you need to focus on.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
all right. So uh, I think we can call it a day. Thank you. Okay, so you asked about the mistakes, potential mistakes, and pitfalls that people make, right? So
Yes.
there are a few. Number one, not having evidence. That's the most um, important matter to take note of, right? You cannot claim something that you do not have evidence for.
Mhm.
So you should always have evidence for what you claim. Number two, not having admissible evidence. You have
Mhm.
evidence, but your evidence is not admissible enough to convince the immigration officers that you actually are a cot.
Mhm.
Number three, not having samples of your work or what you are saying that you will do, and not justifying your claims with data and not proving that the issue is of a national interest. You may say you want to do this, but is it really important? Is it of national importance to the US? You
Mm.
need to be able to justify that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So when I'm talking about also the conferences attended, it should be in the United States only.
No, even internationally. Now,
What
remember,
about the conferences that I attended back home?
they contribute towards the success because remember, there is no law that says your experience or the attendance of conferences should have been post your master's or
Mm-hmm.
pre-master's, just attendance of conferences. So the immigration officer cannot argue that this was done before because there's no law against that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I think we can, any other questions we can discuss over the phone.
Okay.
If if need arises. But other than
Mm-hmm.
that, I believe I've answered most of your questions, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one, eh?
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.